Jambo, my name is Dennis and welcome to the post-production module. The post-production phase of filmmaking refers to the period of time after the film is shot, but before its release in its final form. In addition to correcting mistakes during shooting, editing during post-production is important because it allows us to pace the action, expand or compress the screen time, and create an enhanced drama. You will now head to our Film Aid Kenya editing room and be introduced to 1. The basic of Adobe Premiere Pro software, 2. The stage of editing your videos, and 3. The artistic and the technical aspect of picture and sound editing. Let's go.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel. I'm a Film Aid Kenya media graduate. Today, I'm going to take you through the basic steps of editing on Adobe Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro is one of many video editing softwares such as iMovie, Final Cut Pro, and DaVinci Resolve. These softwares have similar interfaces, although they have slightly different. DaVinci Resolve is a great free alternative to Premiere Pro. To begin, open Premiere Pro application on your computer. Click New Project and add a name for your project. Next to location, select where you would like to save your project file. Today, we'll be saving to the desktop. Click OK, and then you are taken to the blank Premiere Pro interface. The media browser is where you can access your videos, audio, and titles. The effects control box is where you can skim and select your video clips. The viewer is where you play back your video projects. The magnetic timeline is where you edit your video project. Now, we are going to start editing and create our first sequence by going to the media browser and right-click New Item. Then Sequence. In the New Sequence menu, keep editing mode as default, then change the time base to 24 frames per second. Click OK, and you are brought back to the main interface. Let's begin by organizing our project and right-clicking in the media browser to create new bins. One bin will be for video and the other one will be for audio. To drag the footage in your Premiere Pro, we are first going to move it from the SD card into the computer. If you used your phone to record, transfer your footage from your phone to your computer. Today, I'm editing interviews of my friends at Film Aid Kenya, Ben and Anyet. Open the folder with your footage and drag the file you want to use in your video bin. If you recorded with a separate microphone, drag the audio file into your audio bin to keep organized. Today, we'll just use the audio from our lavalier microphone attached to the camera. We want to make sure all of our videos is in the same frame rate. So, select all the videos in the clips in the media browser by using Shift-click, then right-click, Modify and Interpret Footage. Click Assume this frame rate. Change to 24 frames per second, then click OK. If you double-click a video in the media browser, it will appear in the effects control box. To select the portion of the video you want to appear in the timeline, select your start point and press I. Then select the end point and press O. Drag this selection to the timeline. If you want to use the whole video, drag and drop the whole video from the media browser into the timeline. You can do the same for any audio clips that you recorded on a separate microphone. In our timeline, we have shorts and sequences. A short is a continuous and uninterrupted recording. Once the camera stops recording, the short comes to an end. A sequence is a series of shots that are edited together to create an illusion of one fluid action. This illusion is sometimes called invisible editing, which is when you record one action multiple times in a long shot, then repeat in a medium and close-up shots. These shots are then edited together by matching the actions into one continuous activity. A jump cut is a mismatch that happens when two similar shots are edited together and there seems to be a jarring effect. With the main selection tool in the Essential toolbox, you can drag and drop your videos and audio in different orders. The Razor tool can cut your video and audio so you can organize smaller pieces of videos and audio. Pressing C on the keyboard is a shortcut to the Razor tool. To delete one block of video, click on it and press delete. You are left with a blank space, which you can delete by clicking and pressing delete. Also, you can add text to your video with the text tool in the Essential toolbox. A basic tool in the effect control box is scale. Anything larger than 100% will make your video zoom in. Anything smaller will make your video zoom out. To reverse a change you've made to your video, you can use Command or Ctrl Z. To put back a change you deleted, use Command or Ctrl Shift Z. Another effect that is commonly used is position, where you can change the x-axis, the first number, and the y-axis, the second number. For rotation, any number above 0 degrees tilts your video to the right, and anything below 0 degrees tilts the video to the left. You can also change the opacity of your video from 0 to 100%. Opacity refers to the degree that your video is see-through. You can get creative with opacity and drag one video on top of another and adjust its opacity. In the timeline, you can speed up, slow down, and reverse your videos by right-clicking your video and going to speed duration. Anything above 100% will speed the video up. For example, 200 will play your video at 2 times speed. Anything below 100% will slow the video down. Reverse speed will play your video backwards. To add audio or music, drag your audio file from the media browser into the timeline. This is how you are able to add voiceovers, which happens when someone narrates over video. You can change how loud the audio is by selecting it in the timeline and adjusting the decibels in the effect control box. You can reduce background noise, also known as ambient sound, by going to audio effects, then dragging the denoise effect on the audio in your timeline. For example, now you can hear Anyet's voice clearer than before. There are many more audio effects that you can get creative with and adjust in the effects control box. For video transition, click on the video transition folder and drag the transition you want to the beginning or end of your footage. Before you add any transition, there are cuts between each videos in your timeline. A cut is where two shots rapidly transition, usually between an action and reaction. A fade-in is when a shot starts slowly from black or white, and it's usually used to open a sequence and indicate a passage of time. A fade-out is when a shot ends slowly to black or white, and it's usually used to end a sequence. A wipe is when a new shot pushes a previous shot out of the screen, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. Like audio effects, there are many more video transitions you can add and adjust in the effects control box. I hope you had a great time learning the basics of editing with Adobe Premiere Pro, and I cannot wait to see what you create.